Hey everyone, it's Gini Dietrich, my intern. Oh, she's gonna come say hi. Is she gonna come say hi? She's busy playing. She made a cardboard house for her hamster. Oh, she's going to show you. You get to see the hamster house that she made, which actually is pretty kind of amazing. The windows pop out, right? Hang on. The windows pop out. Look at that. This is grass.
That's moss, actually.
Oh, moss. The inside has stairs and a bed and paintings on the wall. I mean, this is freaking amazing. Amazing. There's a TV remote holder and a TV. Amazing.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome, sweet pea. Love you.
Don't kiss me.
Oh, don't kiss you. So for today's AMA, my friend Katie Robbert asks, as a small business, when do you say no? When do you draw the line? Let's say you have the skill set to do something, but it's not the kind of business you're trying to build. Do you accept the business and move on, or do you turn it down because it's a distraction? How established do you need to be when saying no isn't a scary thing? I'm the wrong person to ask this question because I have a very hard time saying no. However, very hard time saying no. What I have learned over the years and as I have aged is that you can look for red flags. And when you see red flags, you can make a decision. You can make the decision either that there are too many red flags and you should say no. And the red flag might be that it's a distraction. Psst, can you keep it down a little bit? Just a little bit.
No, Mama!
Thanks. It might very well be that it's a distraction, kind of like, or it could be that the client's going to be terrible to work with, or that you don't have the skill set, but somebody else in your agency does, but it's not something that you want to pursue. I mean, there are tons of red flags. So one of the things that we do is we actually write the red flags out. And I had an experience earlier this year where a very long-term client unveiled his racism to me. It was a very emotional experience. I did not handle it well. I was not professional. I lost my temper. I yelled, which is not something I ever do, but I did because I was that angry. And he said that I was fired, and I said he couldn't fire me because I quit. Yeah. So I've been joking that we should add, are you a racist, to our list of questions that we ask when we meet with a prospect. Of course, you can't really ask it that way, but there are questions that you can ask to find out, right? So we've added that kind of stuff to our red flag list.
Do you want to see the hamster?
Oh, for sure they want to see the hamster, right? So we have things on there like, what are your expectations? What do you want to achieve? How long do you expect that this will take?
Not that fast.
What are your feelings on, and we will say, what are your feelings
eyes.
on social movements and injustice movements and
Close
civil rights
your
movements?
eyes.
We'll ask those kinds of questions to get to, are you a racist? And we're going to take a commercial break here to look at the hamster. Oh, you're closing your eyes. Okay, closing their eyes. Got it. Okay, thank you. We're back from our commercial break. What else is on our list? Sometimes you don't even have to ask questions. Sometimes through the experience of, going through the new business meetings and creating the documents that you'll use, if it's a proposal or if it's, this is how we work, or it's working them through the process. But you do have several meetings where you're going through the process, and you will easily find that maybe they're not going to be the right client for you, or maybe they're going to be a pain in the butt. Or I had an experience earlier this year where I distinctly remember saying to our director of earned media, this client is going to stretch our brains in ways that we have never experienced, and it's going to be amazing work, but they are going to be so high maintenance that it's going to drive us crazy. And we had to decide, was that going to be okay or not? And we added a pain in the butt text to it. And in some cases, it's fine. It's totally fine. And we are doing fine. And then there's 1 or 2 days a month that it's not fine. So there are lots of ways that you can do it, but I think that if you take this approach of writing down and all of your red flag questions, like, and if they pass your test, and it could be they have to pass your test by 100%, or they have to pass your test by 90%, whatever it happens to be. If they pass your test, then you can pursue working with them. So there are lots of things I can probably jot down in the blog post below this. I will jot down some other questions that you can ask. I'll go back and look at our list, but hopefully that helps. It's still not easy to say no. It's still not comfortable. I was going back to Katie, I was in a meeting with her earlier this week, and she said, I think we will have to respectfully decline working on this business. And I was like, okay, that's because I was very clear with her about what the experience would be like. So if you have questions for us, go to the Spin Sucks community. It's spinsucks.com/spin-sucks-community. That's spinsucks.com/spin-sucks-community. Ask your questions there. We'll answer them in a coming week. Perhaps we'll have more entertainment. I'll see you later.